Welcome to part 37 of Persona 5 Royal. We managed to get 3 out of the many requests we had done, but there's still more that I'm going to have to do off screen, and I will. But before I get to that, something else must be done, and that is the prison mail. So, let's work on prison mail 2 and 3. Prison mail 2 needs me to have an Eligor with Divine Grace. I didn't have one, unfortunately, nor the maneuver Divine Grace. So what I did was power up Ameno Uzume so that she can learn Divine Grace. And it's ironic that she's lovers again as opposed to being, well, fate. But it doesn't matter because what's going to happen? We're going to fuse Ameno Uzume with Lilam, and we're going to make an Eligor with Divine Grace. And when we do that, that'll take care of Prison Mail 2. And I unfortunately don't have a Kawain with Makoga, so guess what I'm going to have to do? Fuse that too. So on that note, we're going to register the personas I have, because they're now at a higher level and have learned more skills. And, on that note, Prison Mail 2 will be done so long as there's no mistakes. Like last time! So, with that said... Blue eyes. No mistakes. Perfect. And with that, Eligor is completed. So that should take care of Prison Mail 2. Now, Prison Mail 3, I'm going to literally have to fuse other persona. So, on that note, let's back out of this. And I think we've got the acknowledgement that we have Eligor. So, there you go. So, next on the list, we need a Kawain that has, we're going to get rid of this one, because if we try to fuse it, we're not going to be able to. So, what we need is a Kawain that has, Makoga. So, let's see. I think I had enough, slots for it, or for a fusion anyway. Bear in mind, you don't have to necessarily have them in the fusion. You can actually register persona and buy them straight out if you don't have them in your ranks. And provided you have the money, which I don't, for to do something like a 5 fusion. But I do have something for Kawain. I can afford them at least. But I'm going to have to power up Archangel to level 27. Oh, wait, hold on. I could actually... It's Mako. Ha, not Makoga. Sorry about that. But it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. I was right. It's Makoga. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of skills here. Regenerate 1, definitely. And this will, in all intents and purposes, make things easier for me. Because I did manage to have Principality at a high enough level. And thankfully I did. So, with those two fused, now we have a Kawain with Makoga. And this will take care of Prison Mail 3. Am I going to do all the prison mails? You bet your ass I am. Because I actually did them all on the Switch version. So, yeah, I'm definitely doing them for the PS4. And yeah, I do feel stupid that I own this game twice. And I only did it because at the time I felt that I couldn't actually, no, I thought I couldn't actually record off of the Hauppauge, not knowing that, all I had to do was just update the Hauppauge. But, here we are, Prison Mail 3 is done, we got our acknowledgement, and that'll take care of that. And, with that, we can get some requests already sent in, giving us Rebel Soul, which, by the way, we could have definitely used, and Soul Thief, which definitely we could have used. So, we've got a few more things to do, like going back to Sendai to get some things done. Because that's where these are. And I've already showed you the enemies that you need to face off to get them. So, you're going to have to go back to Sendai to deal with them. And I went back to Sendai to deal with them off screen. Every single one of them. And even got the painful past. And the reason why? Because why do I want to refight enemies all over again? And as for the enemies in Sendai, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a slime that's there. All you got to do is shoot the one guy in the middle. That's the slime. And there's going to be more slimes where that came from. So you're not going to be without slimes. So let's go on ahead and get some new weapons for... Oh... Okay, new weapons. Oh. Okay, Death's Claw is actually more powerful. Yay. And Death's Contract. And Water Yo-Yo. Okay, we got some powerful more. We got some weapons. We're good. We're good. Now all that's left is to cook up some food. And we did. And guess what? One last thing that needs to be cooked up is that new recipe. God, I miss Final Fantasy 15. But whatever the case, the seafood bowl is now going to be another SP item. Although this SP item is actually pretty good. It also heals HP as well. So yeah, stock up on some seafood bowls if you will. And also salmon bowls. I even got enough to get some LeBlanc coffee. So yeah, we're good to go on that too. And we even got enough for some Gyotan stew. I know I mispronounced that, and I am sorry, but I've got enough for it. I'm just getting me all the food I could possibly get, because we are about to head straight into our destination. Which isn't so bad.
This is where the accident happened, isn't it?
If we put in the keyword here, we should be able to access the trauma cell.
There may be enemies ahead. You sure you guys are ready?
That's right. I want to see what happened to Mari-san with my own two eyes. The keyword is Snow City.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
What is this?
It looks like this is the Snow Festival.
Check out those two suits over there.
I didn't know you were accepting rebates. I see a career man in the making.
Sir? Would you please be discreet about this?
I can do that, but in return, you need to do me a favor. I want her to take full responsibility for the incident. That way, she'll resign. Once that happens, I'll be the new mayor in town, and you'll be my well-paid associate. You will cooperate, won't you?
Yes. Yes, of course.
What did you just say?
Ah! The mayor!
Oh, it seems I've been found out.
It's not what it looks like, Mayor. This is merely...
Mayor? Does he mean Mayor Hyodo?
Then, Mari-san saw this happen?
I had no idea you were behind this, that anyone was behind this.
Huh. You really don't get it, do you? Well, this festival is held by the city, meaning it comes out of the taxpayers' pocket. I figured, why not lower costs and hire cheaper construction? But what's wrong with getting compensated for it? The rest of our staff makes these deals all the time. So what's the harm in one little mishap? That sculpture collapse was just bad luck.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'm calling the police.
What? Go ahead and do it, but I'm bringing you down with me.
What?
I'm gonna testify that I did it under your orders. Then you'll be ruined. Well, after all, you're the one in charge here. See, I even have the papers you signed. Right here.
Such an unfortunate turn of events. Sorry to say, but you're finished, Mayor.
You're a councilman, aren't you? Don't you want to do the right thing?
As far as I'm concerned, that's whatever's right for me.
Well, are you finally ready to listen? Answer me, Mayor.
Be ready.
How can you blame a peon like me? We don't get paid enough for this. This world revolves around money. Money talks, bullshit walks, Mayor.
Faster! Threaten the mayor? Is that it?
I had no idea Mari-san went through something like this. Something so awful. Think later, act now. We've got a real fight in our hands here.
Alright, it's time for the Lockkeeper of Sapporo. Its weakness is his Psi, Curse, Bless, and also it's resistant to insta-kill, meaning that if you try to throw Mudu or Hama at it, it's not going to work. One thing is perfectly clear though, you can, however, spam weaknesses on the Lockkeeper as many times as you want. And the same thing also goes for Haru to spam Psychic on the Lockkeeper, as well as Sophie to spam Light on the Lockkeeper. So basically speaking, we are going to be pretty much destroying this guy. The only thing you have to worry about is him trying to jump and pounce on you, and you can see him coming from a mile away. Just like the other ones. So, yeah, this one is not really that big of a deal. In fact, I'm making quick work of this guy. This is just sad and just absolutely abhorrent. And Sophie, well, look at it. Sophie is just taking this man to the cleaners. By the way, in case you're wondering, no, this is not on an easier difficulty. It is on normal. And I am taking him to school. So yeah, having people with a lot of weaknesses definitely helps. It will make this battle go by a hell of a lot faster. And oh yes, Sophie learned Mediarama. Sorry. So that's basically great.
Wow, that's all of them. We can get into the throne room now.
Who were those guys? They were arguing with the mayor just now.
One was a city employee. The other must have been a councilman. Someone higher up on the ladder. Anyway, it seems this employee accepted an illegal donation from the contractor who ended up building the sculpture.
Payment for landing them the job. In other words, bribery. We don't know if the sculpture collapsed due to a structural issue or a general lack of care. The result is still the same.
Either way, the councilman was in the know. Not only that, he tried using a fatal accident to take Mayor Hyodo's position. Something along those lines. Unforgivable. Everything makes sense now. Hyodo overheard this conversation by chance and found out the truth about the accident. Not only was it someone from the city, but even her own staff had blackmailed her.
That's messed up! These greedy assholes only wanted money and power!
Now I have a better understanding of what Hyodo must be thinking. When she found out those around her were immoral, she became determined to purge the corruption above all else.
That's why she's overworking her staff and trying to push her ethics bill through.
And on top of it, she's trying to manipulate the people into re-electing her.
Mari-san.
Well, no matter what the reason, the birdcage is finally open.
Let's head back to the hideout and discuss the specifics of the calling card.
So, what do we do for the calling card?
Maybe we shouldn't go overboard with it. I don't really see her as a bad person.
Yeah, the real bad guy here is the one who took the bribe.
No, the guy who offered the bribe in the first place is the true villain.
Was it not the shoddy contractors who built the sculpture? And they deserve the most punishment.
You guys sound pretty heated. Who's to say one man's more evil than the next?
So you were here all along.
Whoa, why the hostility? You guys forgot about me, didn't you? Why would you not get in contact with me?
Well, now that you mention it...
Gramps, you completely slipped our minds.
All right then. Maybe I'll forget to keep you from getting arrested.
Okay, we're sorry.
Forget it. So what's our situation? Now I get the picture. So that's how Mariko Hyodo became a monarch. That would explain your debate as to who was the worst of them all.
What's your take on it, Gramps?
My take is you kids are naive.
What do you mean?
It's clear that Mariko Hyodo was cornered by a pair of rotten scumbags. Tragic, I agree. But what is she doing in response? Isn't it just as wrong to change people's hearts and manipulate them?
That may be true, but...
Furthermore, that accident was her responsibility, being that she's the top of command. Regardless of who did what, a real leader takes the fall.
But even so...
It may be a bitter pill to swallow, especially for a group of justice-loving kids operating outside the law, but the real world isn't so cut and dry. And the longer you keep up this hero charade, the harder it'll bite you in the ass down the line.
Senkichi, that's terrible! Take it back!
Sorry. Might have overstepped my boundaries.
No, I can understand your line of reasoning. You're saying that the world isn't neatly divided into good and evil. But that won't stop us from fighting. If we give up now, then the people who are counting on us won't have any hope left.
We help people in a way no one else can. That's why the Phantom Thieves exist.
I understand you all take this very seriously. Then tell me, either way the cards fall, you're not letting Hyodo get away with what she's doing, are you?
Correct. We're going to stop her.
Haru...
What Mari-san is doing is forcing her warped intentions onto other people. And we can't let that happen, no matter what the reason.
Right. We're the Phantom Thieves, and we fight for what we believe in. Yes, we're gonna stop Hyodo. But we'll do it in a way that's true to us.
I have no objections. It's decided then.
Thank you.
So how will we send the calling card?
Maybe we could send it over with some curry to the mayor's office?
What are we, a catering service? If anything, it should be ramen.
Might be better to avoid closed spaces, actually. After all, she'll probably be outside prepping for the election most of the time. There's no point sending a calling card if the target doesn't see it. I wonder if we can send it somewhere on her campaign route.
Like somewhere she's bound to pass by. Then how about where the Suzushino posters are? I'm sure she'll have a speech over there.
Yeah, and if we time it with her speech, it'll be perfect.
The question is, who's going to place it there?
No. Not again. Seriously?
Thanks in advance, Gramps.
Now hold on just a minute. Didn't I already pull this stunt for you in Sendai?
Consider it a favor, then.
Yeah, for being such a meanie earlier.
Shouldn't you own up to it?
There's no need to worry. We'll make the calling card for you.
We'll be counting on you, Gramps.
You little weasels. All right, fine. Fine. I'll post the damn calling card.
We really do appreciate it.
How'd I let them twist my arm like this? Whatever. If we're really doing this, it'll be early in the morning. Don't be late.
And with the birdcage now accessible, it's time for us to get ready to send the calling card. Because we're going to have to deal with Mariko Hyodo in the next episode of Persona 5 Royal. This is RPMan985. Peace out and take care, and let's be honest, this is actually a shorter arc than what the last two were. And guess what? The next arc's even shorter. Peace out!